This is Diane Williams, and welcome to the Crafty View. I'm here to talk about some of the craftspeople that are out here demonstrating today. So today I'll be interviewing, we'll go around and see who's here and what they're doing and learn all about their work.
We are good.
Well, I'm over here at Shawn Richards crochet and paper cutting table, and we're going to take a look at some of her designs and talk to her about what it is that she does. And she's got a lot of things here to share with us. I believe this is her right here, with her big broad smile. And I see Kit Barksdale there. I remember Kit. So we call it Paper Snips, and she was in Today in Mississippi, and that's a regional publication put out by the energy power companies in different areas of the state to celebrate what's happening in the state. So Shawn Richards, paper cutting artist, here's her phone number, her website, her Etsy shop rather, and her email address. And welcome
Hello.
to the Crafty View.
Hi, Diane.
How are you? What are you doing there today? What do you got going on?
I'm paper cutting. The style that I do is called Scherenschnitte. It's a German word. This type of artwork originated in Germany and Switzerland. So I started doing this back in the 80s. My mother-in-law introduced it to me. She had spent time in Germany back in the 60s as an army wife. And so she shared it with me in the 80s. And then I started drawing my own patterns and really took off. So everything that's here is something I first drew in my sketchbook. And then these days I can use a computer to reproduce. And the process I follow is I will take one of my drawings and stack it on top of a piece of paper, or Xerox it and make many copies. I can even change sizes these days very quickly. But I stack it on top of a piece of paper. This one is parchment. Sometimes I'll use black paper, like with this design, where this is a silhouette paper, and it's black on one side and white on the other. So that makes it easier to see, to cut on white paper rather than black. Easier on the eyes. These are different designs that I need to get done to have ready for sale. And let me think, what else?
You know, I'm trying to understand, like that, the one on the top.
Yeah.
For instance.
The cat.
No, not the cat. This one here.
This one, okay.
So I'm trying to understand. Oh, you got one in your hand.
Yeah, this one I started cutting
once
out.
you cut that out, then you're going to open it up because you fold it to
Correct.
cut it to get the double-sided design.
That's correct. This
How
is a
do
good
you see the
example.
imagery? My gosh.
This is a good example of one that is drawn directly on the paper. The fold is right here. And then I start cutting into the design.
Now, how do you cut? With scissors, or do you use something else?
Very sharp scissors. Some paper cutters like to use an X-Acto knife.
Yes.
To me, that ties you to a table, and I would rather be able to work in my lap. I can even be found laying down on my couch at home cutting. So, yeah, it's very portable this way.
You're in your comfort zone, as they say.
Yes.
I love, how you can envision something like this with the 3 crosses and the angels. Do you ever go back and make like one angel a little different from the other? Okay.
I definitely do. I have angels that look like they're older, and then I have some that look like baby angels that are a little chubbier and shorter. And but yeah, that's I tend to go toward Christmassy things like the tree here that I designed. Those angels are not the baby angels. They're kind of middle-aged
Little
looking.
children,
But,
yeah.
yeah. And, but they are...
And that's the perfect frame, a nice green,
thanks.
rich, lush frame.
Yeah, that's a recycled frame. I painted it.
Oh.
Yeah, so I tend to do that with, I have people that will give me old frames sometimes, and I can use them by repurposing. I like doing that.
Now tell me about these necklaces.
Okay.
Is this part of your work?
It is. The paper cuts in those are under glass, and there is jewelry glue holding the paper onto the bezel, and then the glass dome on top is also glued with clear glue. And at first I thought, well, I'm not sure it's what I wanted. It has a bit of a sparkle to it though, so I rather like them.
I like that. Here you are, you're using initials.
Right.
That's really cool.
Those are my daughter's initials.
Oh.
And I've never given it to her.
Yeah.
Maybe I should do that. Her birthday's coming up soon.
And so you've been a member of the Craftsmen's Guild with this particular art form or craft since 2013?
That's right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And you've been cutting paper for how long?
Since 83. So how long is that?
A long time.
Yeah, a long time. It's coming
Well, it
up
sounds
on
like
an
30,
anniversary.
30
Yeah.
years or something like
Something
that?
like that, yeah.
Okay.
And I have taken a hiatus occasionally. I also knit and crochet, and so sometimes I do more of that. Lately, I feel like I want to get back to this some more. So, and that's good because I believe I have one more review, and then
You'll
I'll be
be a
up for a
fellow.
fellowship. Yes, to be
And
a fellow. I'm
now,
excited.
this is interesting, this here.
Okay. Speaking of my daughter, that is a photo of her that I worked with on the computer and made it a high contrast. And then the lines are neurographic lines to connect because we want it to be out of one piece of paper. And it's not been finished cutting out, but you can pretty much get the idea of where
Yes.
it will be done.
Yes.
Yeah, so that's kind of a new thing I'm doing.
I love these.
Thank you. Those are my butterflies, and I just did some watercolor backgrounds. Let's see how that's gonna look on there. To have the butterfly on the colors.
That's
I don't
what
know
you...
which will go with which. Oh, this one has been tea stained, so you can see it's a little bit of a mottled look to it, kind
Yes.
of spotty, which was on purpose. So it came out that way. This one was already a dark color of parchment, and I haven't painted a background yet for it, but yeah, I just kind of
Wow.
see how it will come out and try. I do watercolor painting too, so it's another fun thing I enjoy.
Yeah, you're multi-talented.
Thank you.
Well, this has been fabulous, and I love how you painted in the background of this one. Very nicely done, beautiful frame.
A lot of these are available in the gallery at the Craft Center.
Right over
I
there
have
to
them
the
on
right.
commission here. I
Yes.
also sell my work on Etsy. You showed my site, and and at Pacesetter Gallery in Flowood, Mississippi.
Wonderful.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, Shawn.
My pleasure.
Have a great day.